Hi folks, I'm Craig Taylor, and as always a huge thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel, the Bushcraft Padawan. When I recorded my December overnighter video just before Christmas 2017, as I was driving home I got to thinking about some of the admin processes that I do when I'm outside and when I'm doing an overnighter predominantly. And it dawned on me that there's something that I do that isn't earth-shattering, it's not going to rock anybody's world or anything like that, but it's just subtly different than what I was taught to do back in the day. It's subtly different from what I've seen a lot of people teach other people to do, and it's different from what I've seen books and so on and so forth preach about. And it's all about powdering your feet. Now, I'm not going to stand here and preach about the value of powdering your feet and looking after your feet or anything like that. I'm sure everybody watching this gets that. What I do is, on a night when I've sort of set up camp, I'm going to get my sleeping bag, all those types of things, I will take off my socks, regardless of whether they feel dry or not. Even if it's been a dry day, my socks have been on my feet all day, they've been in my boots, I've been moving around, I've been sweating. I'll take those socks off and I will powder my feet. Put on fresh socks and then get into bed for the night. That's a very, very simple process, and it's just a slight change to that very simple process than what I've seen other people do in the past that I want to talk about in this video today. So without further ado, let me get my feet out. Just going to grab my dry bag, labelled socks and foot powder. There's my pale white plates of meat, or plate of meat. I'm going to powder my feet, give them a good dousing, top and bottom, rub it in between the toes. Foot's nicely powdered. Dry sock or fresh sock, it's not to suggest that the old sock was wet, but a fresh sock. And then I put my boots back on, or if I've got some trainers to wear or some sort of light, more breathable footwear, I could put that on for around the camp at night. So not an earth-shattering process there. That's what I've seen taught as the traditional process. But why don't we have a look now at what I do slightly differently. It achieves the same outcome, I believe, but you'll see that there's a bit of a step change along the way. So let's put this right foot away and let's deploy the left boot. This time, take the sock, take the foot powder, put the foot powder inside the sock, down to the foot area of the sock, and give it a damn good shake. You may or may not see on the camera, but there were tiny, tiny little particles of dust coming through the weave of the sock then. And probably didn't appear on camera, but I could see it. And then once again put the boot back on, or put whatever the footwear is that I'm going to wear back on. Now I've brought both boots into frame to prove the point that I was hoping to make from this. The first boot, the first foot, I liberally powdered the foot with the foot powder, and a lot of it went on my feet and a lot of it went on the ground, it went on my boot, it went into the air, wasting resources, contaminating the ground, if you take the word contaminating very loosely, but putting sign on the ground, introducing something onto the ground that wasn't meant to be there, and also introducing a hell of a lot of it onto my boot. Clearly over time, that's a waste of foot powder. Look at the left boot, you'll see that there's nothing on that boot. Very, 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 very little of it came out the weave of the sock. The end result though is, I have got fresh socks on, and my feet are well powdered, and perhaps more importantly, has been very, very, very little of it wasted compared to this boot. So there I said, very, very simple process, a process that we've all done in the past. Just ever such a slight change to it means that you're not wasting a valuable resource such as foot powder. There you have it folks, a foot hygiene revelation, or maybe not. Maybe it's just a little handy tip. Maybe you're already doing that, in which case, fantastic. Maybe you do something different. Maybe your process still saves foot powder, but you do it in a different way. Do share with us below, either on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching this. Share with us what your foot hygiene, in particular your foot powdering routine, looks like. If this was a new idea to you, if it's kind of one of those light bulb moments and you think, my God, that's so simple, why don't I try that out? Please do give me a thumbs up. If you think there's somebody in your network or one of your Facebook groups that you may be on that might benefit from watching this video, please do share it with them. You know where that share button is. And as always, if you're not yet a subscriber, and a big thank you to the 925 of you at the moment that are edging on that 1,000 mark. For those of you that aren't, if you want to see more of me being outdoor in the woods, either little tips like this or more frequently me just discovering things and learning that this bushcraft world as I go along, then please do click on this circular button in the corner of the screen here, and you'll be able to subscribe and receive updates when I release future videos. Subscriber or non-subscriber, if you took the time to watch this video, then thank you very, very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Cheers.